Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Mystic Magic. In today's pick a card reading, we are going to be getting advice and guidance from somebody that you admire. Well, it'll actually be from the higher self of this person that you admire, and this can literally be anybody, okay? This could be somebody that you know personally, it could be someone you don't know, it could be someone who's living or who's passed on, it could be somebody who's famous or a celebrity. Anybody that you really admire and look up to is who we're going to be channeling messages from today from their higher self. And specifically, the advice and guidance that I've intended to come through has to do with this person you admire helping you to achieve your success, helping you to reach your success, to accomplish success in any endeavor that you are currently working on or exploring. So that's what we're getting into today. Let me introduce you to the piles that we have. Here on pile 1, we have a tiger's eye. On pile number 2, we have the fluorite. And on pile number 3, we have some honey calcite. So feel free to pause the video if you need some more time figuring out which pile you're the most drawn towards. And then once you've chosen, you can scroll down to the description box or the pinned comment and skip ahead to your reading. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so take the messages that resonate and leave the rest behind. Don't try to force all the messages to fit for you and your life. There could simply just be messages here that are meant for other people watching that just aren't meant for you. And remember that tarot is a tool that reads the current energy, and energy is always changing. So if you hear something you don't like, know that you have free will and the power to create change. With all that being said, let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Hey there, pile 1. If you chose the tiger's eye, this is going to be your reading. So we are going to be channeling the higher self of the person that you admire, and we're going to be getting some advice and guidance for you from this person on how you can achieve your success. Okay, so when I was tuning into your energy, I was hearing that song, The Final Countdown, and it really feels like things are speeding up for you. So I don't know if some of you are in school, for example, and you're approaching the end of the semester and you have exams coming up, or if you're getting ready to graduate, or I don't know, it feels like there's something big that's coming to an end soon for you. Maybe like a contract is ending, a lease is ending, or something. It feels very exciting. And if you don't resonate with maybe something coming to an end in your life, I feel like just in a general sense, like things are going to be speeding up. I feel like something's coming in for you. So let's just go ahead and start off by taking a look at your oracle cards, and then we'll pull some tarot as well. So we have Universal Love, number 44. The frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to each other, to our planet, and to the whole of existence itself. We have Ears Wide Open with the number 33. We have the Lion with the fire element. And we have Rise with the number 57. Wow, okay. I just want to point out, so we have 2 master numbers here. We have 44 and 33. So these could be number synchronicities that you are seeing or that you will be seeing. And what I'm getting from this is, yes, confirmation that you or your life is expanding in a really beautiful way. And it's to actually bring you more stability and security into your life. It's like you're being replanted. into a space or an energy or an environment that's going to allow you to really like flourish and grow even bigger than you have been. There's advice from this person that you admire. They're really encouraging you to like, well, I'm getting chills. It's like, this is your time to step up to the plate. Like, this is your time to shine. This is not the time to feel timid or shy or like, I just heard rookie, but I feel like this isn't your first rodeo. I don't know what this is, but it's like, I feel like you have more experience than maybe you feel like you do. Basically what they're saying is you're ready for this, and to also be ready, like be on the lookout for something. Like there's going to be some kind of opportunity, an offer, a message. There's going to be something that's coming through, especially with this ears wide open. And it's like, yeah, really, really pay attention. You know, make sure you're checking your emails, make sure that, you know, you're maybe answering phone calls that you get, something like this. There's emphasis on like pay attention and be diligent, like focus on the details, make sure you've dotted your I's and crossed your T's. For some of you, this could be about submitting some kind of final paper, a final project, a thesis, maybe something for a client that you've been working on for a while. It's like pay attention to the details. Don't let anything slip by unnoticed, like without you catching it. So this is really a time to review, edit, to go over things, and to make sure that all of your ducks are in a row. There's something about being prepared because because there's something coming. There's going to be some kind of opportunity that is, like I said, it's really going to allow you to step up and to lead in some way. For some of you, this could be about like doing something competitive. Maybe you're applying for something, maybe you're going to an interview, maybe you're like starting your own business. I just got a reference to Shark Tank, so like maybe you're pitching some idea, like a business idea, to investors or something like this. Because while we have this message of you being on the lookout for certain opportunities and messages, I'm also getting this feeling that like there's going to be some kind of audience around you. You're going to be in the spotlight in some way. And again, like I'm seeing somebody walking across the stage at graduation, maybe receiving an award, you know, maybe being promoted, something like this. And with this universal love card, I love this card so much. This card makes me so happy. I just feel like whatever this is, one, it's going to be something that brings so much excitement and like overflow into your life. Like it's giving me the 10 of Cups kind of energy. But also it's like, I feel like whatever this thing is, it's this gift from the universe where it's like the universe just wants to show you like how much it loves you. And it's setting up something really, really beautiful for you in your future. So I want to start grabbing some tarot so that we can expand on this. So spirit guides, please, what is the advice or guidance from the higher self of the person that pile number 1 admires, please? What is the advice or the guidance from the higher self of this person, please? This will also be like a period of your life or a time in your life where you'll really have to step into your masculine energy. There's going to be, it's going to require of you to take action and to like be bold, be assertive, be really firm in, you know, your decisions, what you're saying, what you're doing, still being open-minded to, you know, feedback, but to really stand firm and stand confident within yourself, within your capabilities, your talents, your product, your service, like whatever this is. There's a really big emphasis on feeling confident and feeling really strong and secure and like grounded within yourself. For some of you, this could have to do with something creative. It could be like a passion project or something like this. It doesn't have to be something creative, but it's just the vibe that I'm getting. Either way, this is something that like really comes from your heart and your soul, and it's something that you're just so passionate about, and it's like the perfect fit for you. Okay, let's see. So we have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, there's going to be some kind of offer. And with the Seven of Pentacles on the back of the deck, like maybe you've been waiting for this. You've been working really hard to like build yourself up to be eligible for this. So for example, this could be like going to school and getting your degree or getting like a certain certification so that you can, you know, I don't know, be a doctor or be a therapist or be, I don't know, a technician of some kind or whatever the case is. I feel like you've invested a lot into this, time, energy, money, blood, sweat, tears. Like you've been putting a lot into this, like trying to help it nurture and grow. And it's like, and now there's going to be some kind of offer coming towards you or an opportunity. Let's see what else we get with the tarot. Wow. So we have the Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's so much passion here. And we have Temperance on the back of the deck right now. Some advice that's coming through is that like you may feel so, oh, that makes sense, so overwhelmed with like emotion and excitement and like joy and all of these really beautiful, amazing feelings. And there's this advice of like, make sure you take time to ground yourself, you know, enjoy the moment, like savor it, bask in it, live it, like it's great. But if you get to this point where you're like feeling really overwhelmed with excitement or really overwhelmed with like, oh my God, there's definitely this advice coming through of like find ways to slow down and ground yourself again. Just so that it's easier for you to manage, because I was getting that when we were talking about the Universal Love card, I felt the Ten of Cups coming through, and the tens in tarot always represent an excess of something. And in the case of the Ten of Cups, this is an excess or an overabundance of like joy and happiness and fulfillment and like just feeling so good that there's just so much of it and all you want to do is share it with others. Okay, let's see. We also have the Three of Pentacles coming out. Let's grab another card here. What is the advice, Spirit? Okay, we also have the Ace of Swords. And on the back of the deck, we have the Four of Cups. Okay. Whoever this person is, by the way, they feel really hyped. They feel really excited about this. There's a lot of excitement. Okay. So Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Okay, there's this message of like, gather and learn what you can from the people and the environment that you're currently in now, because you're not gonna be there much longer, or like you're not gonna be there forever. There's going to be a change, and it's kind of like, take it in while you can, even if you feel like you're completely over it. Because this Four of Cups is giving me such strong vibes of having senioritis, which, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's when you're in your final year of school and you're just so over it. You cannot wait to be done. All you think about is graduating and being done with school and like moving on to the next chapter of your life. And I feel you. So yeah, there's this message of like, just enjoy it while you can, learn from those around you while you can, take it all in while you can, knowing that it's going to change. There's going to be a new beginning that's coming up soon, and you're not going to feel this like, you're not going to feel this energy of like, oh, I wish this would hurry up and just end. Like the very first energy that I picked up from this group was that like things were counting down and things are speeding up. So try your best to focus on that, and focusing on like just being present, taking one day at a time, because this dissatisfaction that you're feeling, trust me, like it's not going to last much longer. There's something about getting your mind right or getting your mind clear. So this would be a really good time to start evaluating like going forward after this certain cycle or situation, or, you know, whatever this thing that you're in, when it ends, start to think about in this new chapter of your life, like what kind of mindset do you want to have? What kind of attitude do you want to have? What kind of behaviors do you want to have? How do you want to act and react to things in this new chapter of your life? Even like what kind of routine, what kind of person do you want to be in this new chapter? So some time alone, I could see benefiting you very, very much when it comes to this, because it's when we spend time by ourselves and we're not influenced by the energy around us, whether it's other people or a certain environment. If we can just, you know, go into nature or something, or just kind of like, you know, spend some time by ourselves in our room or at our favorite place, and really just think about these different questions that are coming up. Oh, wow. Okay, I just got the chills. So with this Ace of Swords, something that was coming through was like I was hearing a greater truth. There's a greater truth to be discovered here. And then they were showing me Arthur pulling out Excalibur, like out of the stone. And I got this message of like, whatever this opportunity is for you, it's like you're the one for it. You're the one for this role. You're the one for this job. It's like only you could pull this off. Only you could pull this sword out of the stone. But now I'm also hearing it takes a village. So I feel like there's going to be either this moment where you feel so much like gratitude for all the people who helped to get you where you are, or like, you know, leading up to this moment. But I also feel like going forward, there's going to be a lot of people who are helping you to achieve whatever this is. So like, for example, if this is about getting a promotion, you'll have a team of people who you're leading, and these people are going to help you execute your mission or execute your plan, execute your business, something like this. There's also the advice of continuing to follow your intuition and your passions as you go down this path, because I feel like there's going to be more doorways that open up for you as you go along, and you're going to have different options of like things that you can choose. And the advice is to continue to follow your heart and using your heart as a compass to guide you as you meet these different like options or choices that come up. So again, it's like coming back to this thing of like, say you're presented with like 3 different options of like different paths that you can choose or different things that you can choose. Taking this time by yourself where you can kind of meditate or reflect on your heart space, on your intuition, and really connecting to your soul and letting your soul guide you forward, letting your intuition and your emotions help you make that decision. So to go with what feels good, go with what makes you feel really excited, go with what makes you feel really passionate, go with what lights you up inside, and let that be the kind of the clue or the guide for you as you're going forward. Okay, Spirit, is there a final message? Is there anything that I've missed that my pile ones need to hear about this? Wow. We have the 9 of Pentacles. That is beautiful. The 9 of Pentacles. What you need to know about this path or what's coming up for you next, or when it comes to your success, is there's a really strong emphasis on you recognizing and understanding your worth and your value. There's a strong emphasis on your power, on your ability to be really bold and courageous, like very strong solar plexus energy, very strong self-empowerment. There's energy of independence here, of being someone who's self-made, of someone who's kind of done it on their own, but not in like a 10 of Wands kind of way, because this feels very empowered. There's a message that, yes, confirmation that success is absolutely coming to you. The 9 of Pentacles is such an abundantly beautiful card. This is a card that talks about luxury. This is a card that talks about financial surplus, financial wealth, financial freedom, and independence. So it's like I'm getting this, like the example that they're showing me is someone who, you know, can pay their own bills, they pay their own rent, they pay their own car. Oh my God, you know what song is coming through? Bills, Bills, Bills by Destiny's Child. That's exactly what's coming through. And also Independent Woman is coming through. Okay. We love those songs. But yes, you'll be entering this period of your life where you're feeling so abundant and luxurious and just like on top of your ish. And it's like, oh, now I'm hearing Ariana Grande, like, I want it, I got it. So like this will be a period of your life where it's like, if you want to go on vacation, you can do that. If you want to splurge on something, you can do that. If you want to upgrade something, you can do that. It's like, you won't really need to be checking your bank account to be like, oh, I don't know if I can afford this. Oh, I don't know if that's in my budget. Like, you're good. You can just you'll have that freedom to just do what you want when you want. Wow, you guys, this is so beautiful. This is everything that I'm seeing for you. I really do hope that this helped in some way. Leave a comment down below if you'd like to let me know how this reading resonated for you. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Hey there, Pile 2. If you chose the Fluorite, this is going to be your reading. We are going to be getting advice and guidance from the higher self of the person that you admire. So when I was tuning into your energy, I was getting a really interesting message. Well, I guess it's more of an analogy, but they were showing me popcorn, which I was confused about at first, but they were showing me the kernel and how when it's heated up, how it just explodes, and you know, the shell breaks apart and the inside just completely overturns itself. So I'm intrigued to see how this is going to tie into your reading. I feel like something's really going to take off from you, or take off for you. And I'm also getting this message of like showing what's on the inside and making it visible on the outside. So like really being your most authentic self, really expressing yourself in your truest form, and like letting people see that, letting people into this inner world of yours, and like getting to know the real you. So let's go ahead and take a look at what your oracle cards say, and then we will of course be getting some tarot cards as well. So we have integration number 30. It says, the frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. We have time machine number 3. We have the elk with the earth element. And we have the water element. Wow, okay, pile number 2. Such a different vibe from pile number 1. But this is, it's, you know, it's neither here nor there. It's just a completely different energy. I wonder if the person that you have on your mind, this person that you admire, if this is like a father figure or a grandfather figure or something like that. I'm getting very strong Saturn-like energy of this like kind of stern, stoic, masculine energy that feels older. Anyways, if that resonates, don't worry about it. This is just the kind of energy that I'm picking up. But this is such an interesting message, you guys. Wow, I am trying to figure out where to start here. Okay, with the time machine and the elk being here, for some of you, your success lies in something that is inherited, like an inherited talent or something that I'm actually hearing comes from the maternal side, which is interesting. Regardless, whether it comes from the maternal or the paternal side, there's some kind of like inherited trait or capability or something like this, a talent that has been passed on through generations. And whatever this is, it's like you have it, and it's like you are capable of of expressing it, of utilizing it in the correct way, in a way that maybe other people in your family line may not have been able to do. Like maybe where you're at now or where you're at in your lineage, it's like maybe you have more resources to do this, more freedom to do it, more money to do it, more time to do it, more support to do it. There's something where it's like you're able to do what certain ancestors wouldn't have been able to do, even though they had the same talent or something like this. And there's also this message, if that doesn't resonate, this is something that you have been practicing over lifetimes. Okay, so this is not new to you. Either way, it's like this is something that's not new to you. It's in your DNA, it's in your it's in your soul's DNA. So this would be something that feels very familiar, very natural to you. This is something that's second nature. It's like you don't really need to think about it. It just happens. You just do it. You just find yourself getting into this flow state and magic just happens. That's how they're making me feel. It's like you just make the magic happen. So whichever side you resonate with, whether it is ancestral or past life related, there's this message that's coming through of like really integrating this knowledge and wisdom from the past that you hold within you. Okay, so I'm being taken to doing like a past life regression or something like this. I actually have a video that I posted a few months ago that was about who you were in a past life. So I'll link that down below for you if you feel called to check that out. Maybe there could be some more information there for you. But there's something about just on your own accord, in your own time, to, if you feel comfortable, to sit down and meditate with the intention of tapping into this wisdom, tapping into this knowledge, tapping into this past life and seeing what comes up for you. You can also try to do this through automatic writing, automatic drawing. You can set the intention before you go to sleep and have your dreams reveal information to you. These are all different things that are coming through. But there's something about, there's a lot of information. I just keep being taken to information, knowledge, and wisdom that you have on tap that you haven't yet tapped into. So for example, this could even be like going to somebody else in your family who does this, you know, certain craft or this certain thing and talking to them about it, maybe getting some advice from them, or you know, maybe if, for example, if this was earlier in your lineage and you don't like know this person personally, maybe asking elders in your family for stories about this person, if, you know, there's anything that, anything they remember, stories, things like that. I'm even getting for some of you that you have the gift of psychometry, which is when you are able to divine messages by holding a physical object. So if you have an object of this person's, you can also try to do that if you feel comfortable, of course, where you know, if it's like a watch or a ring or something like this, like to hold on to it and to channel messages or information, knowledge, wisdom that this person has that can really help you with this path or whatever this talent is. We also have, we have the number 303, and we also have, you know, 2 3s here. So there's a lot about expansion. The number 303 for me, it's a number that talks about expansion that is like divinely guided. It's like divine intervention. This is something that is born of the universe, born out of the universe, born out of the void. It's something that comes out of nowhere, and it's something that is beyond your control. It's like this is the universe creating for you, the universe expanding for you. This is not something that you're doing, it's something that the universe is doing. So I'm also seeing like an expansion of consciousness for you guys, and I do feel like you will know once certain information starts integrating, because you will feel it energetically. I feel like whoever you guys are, you're really tapped in and very sensitive, and I do feel like you will actually physically feel the energetic integration of certain information when you get it. So that's something to look out for. Also with the earth and the water element here, these are two complementary energies. Earth and water are very harmonious together. When you think about having a garden, right? What do? We go and we water that garden every single day. Water allows the earth to grow. It sustains life. So there's something here about, there's something that's being created or woken up, and it's really going to allow things to grow. I think we need to start grabbing some tarot, because this is feeling a bit vague to me. I want to get some more information for you guys. So Spirit, what is the advice, what is the guidance from the higher self of this person that pile 2 admires, please, when it comes to their success? I wonder if you guys have strong Capricorn or Saturn placements in your chart. Whoa, that's so weird. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Both of these cards came up in pile number 1, which is really interesting. Knight of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. What is the advice? I just heard getting back to your roots. For some of you, I just got chills. Yeah, if some of you may get an opportunity to travel back to your homeland or something like this. Like if somewhere in your ancestry, somebody had immigrated, or your family comes from a different place, you may get the opportunity to travel to that place, maybe reunite with some family that you've never met or haven't seen for a very long time, or just getting back to the motherland. And there's something about this that will be very healing and eye-opening for you. This is so interesting. Like there's something about like if you were to go to this place, like there's certain light codes that would be activated within you. And it's like it would trigger you to remember or trigger you to awaken to a deeper truth. Okay, we also have the Five of Cups coming out. What is the advice? Oh my. What is the advice? Pile 2. When it comes to their success. I keep hearing to forget about what you think you know. Forget about what you think you know. Okay, hold on. So we also have the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Cups coming out. And on the back of the deck, we have the Emperor. Yeah, like really, really strong masculine energy coming through. Okay, forget what you think you know. For those of you who resonate with knowing this person, or like if you've heard stories or like something like this, there's this message of like that's not all true, or something is kind of skewed or biased, like not in a sinister way, but it's just like, you know, when you think you know somebody sometimes because you've like heard about them through other people's like stories and stuff, but then you actually meet them and you're like, you know what, you're actually pretty different. There's something about how those people didn't necessarily see this person the most clearly. You know, we can only see or meet people as deeply as we can see or meet ourselves. And there's something about how you and this person have some kind of special connection. And there's something about how like you would actually see this person clearly. And I think that's why there was that message earlier about how this has run through like your lineage, but maybe other people haven't been able to execute it, but you can. It's like there's something about you where you're able to do this. Wow, okay, this is so interesting. Let me look at these cards and see what we get coming through, because like I've only been channeling this whole time. Okay, the Knight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Knight of Swords, Ten of Cups. What is the advice? There's a strong emphasis on working with your intuition. I don't know if you already have a spiritual practice, or if maybe you already perform divination. You know, there's literally so many different ways to divine. Maybe you read tarot, maybe you do astrology, maybe you read tea leaves, coffee grounds, you use runes, something about like interpreting signs in nature, like reading clouds, reading the flight of birds. I think I mentioned psychometry earlier, or that came up in the previous group. I don't remember at all. But there's something about whether you do this or not, to use your intuition to pick a new way of exercising your intuitive muscle, because it is truly a tool that the more you use it, the stronger it gets, and the easier it is for you to personally understand your own intuition and how it speaks to you. So there's something about like challenging yourself to maybe pick up a new tool to help you, because your intuition is really what's going to help you on this path. And there's something about, like, you may feel like a lone wolf now, but you're going to find your wolf pack. There's going to be, it's a small group, but it's very significant. Like, I'm seeing up to like 5 people kind of max. And these are going to be really, really significant people. This is your soul tribe, your star family. And the more that you go down this path of trying to connect to this inherent wisdom and knowledge that you have, and working your intuition, following your intuition, it's going to help you connect with these people. Yeah, I just heard this is the patriarch of the family or something. And I'm also hearing chief elder. So this could be something that resonates with your current life. This could be something from a past life coming through. But there's something about like taking the lead, leading people. Okay, I see. There's some baggage that's needing to be released so that you can see more clearly, so that you can tap into your intuition better. And I do feel like for most of you, this isn't actually your own. This is either past life karma or ancestral karma. And it's like, okay, now this makes sense. It comes through right at the end. But this is either past life karma or ancestral karma that has, you know, worked down the lineage or followed you from lifetime to lifetime until it got to you. And it's like you're the one who's going to be able to work through this, or maybe you already have. And what's going to open up after that is some kind of big ancestral gift or talent, or this big past life soul talent is going to be unlocked for you. And I find it interesting that we have this 10 of Cups under the water element card here, because it's like, oh my god, okay, I have such goosebumps. Okay, we're coming full circle, you guys. At the very beginning, I had that message coming through of the popcorn with the kernel, and then it would just pop. And I literally just saw a white butterfly flying outside. Okay, let me collect myself. The popcorn exploding, and its insides literally becoming its external structure. When this clears away, whatever this needs to be that is cleared away, and this gift or this talent open up for you, it's going to be like opening the floodgates. Like it's just going to be, honestly, it feels overwhelming, because it's just like literally what I'm seeing is like when you have a big dam and they open it up and like the water just comes like rushing through. It's like it's going to overflow into your awareness and your consciousness, and it's kind of like there's no going back, or you won't be able to unknow this or like unsee this. It's going to be very prevalent, and it's like it's in a way it's going to dictate like how you move and what it is that you do, but in a really beautiful way. Whatever this is going to help you towards creating and finding success. So you guys, this is everything that I'm seeing. I hope that this helped. This felt kind of vague in some ways. Like it was really different to pile one. Pile one got like actual advice and guidance, like what to do. But I feel like for this group, it was more so just like information coming through, because I feel like you guys already know, like intuitively on a soul level, like where you'll find success and how to do it. I think it was just this information needed to come through to kind of help you along, or to confirm things for you. So let me know down in the comments like how this resonated and what you thought about it. I'd really love to hear. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Hey there, pile 3. If you chose the honey calcite, this is going to be your reading. We are going to be getting advice and guidance from the higher self of the person you admire. So when I tuned into your energy, I immediately heard the song, oh my god, what is it called? I literally just listened to it too. What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong. Like so clearly the second that I tapped into your energy. Let's look at your oracle cards. I want to see what this is about. After we take a look at these, we will of course be pulling some tarot. So We have emergence with the number 25, and it says the frequency of emergence invites us to approach our reality with a childlike attitude of innocence and wonderment, and to watch and celebrate the beauty that unfolds from that place. That is so beautiful. Okay. We also have a tall tale with the number 35. We have the turtle with the water element. And we have fall in love with your own story, number 54. You guys have really interesting energy because you guys feel like an old soul, but you also have such like a strong, like your inner child has such a strong presence in your life. It's this really interesting and beautiful like mix between the two. And so some messages that are coming through, what I'm picking up is that that it's time to either, okay, I'm seeing like two groups. So it's either time to heal from something that feels like it happened a long time ago. So again, this could be like inner child healing. It doesn't have to be from childhood though. This could be anything. Like truly falling in love with your own story, being able to fall in love with the journey, even if not all of it was pretty, even if not all of it was beautiful. There's something about the narrative that we tell ourselves, or a certain perception that we have that doesn't allow us to see the picture clearly. Because, okay, I'm kind of getting this energy of maybe we've been in survival mode for a really long time. And we've done a lot of healing, we've overcome a lot, we've purged and released, and we've alchemized, and we've grown, and we've stepped up, and we've balanced. But because we're so used to being in survivor mode, because we were in that for so long, it's like we haven't quite realized that we don't need to be there anymore. We don't need to be in survivor mode. We've done that already. And it's like, it's okay to kind of slow down and drop your guard a bit and like allow yourself to integrate into the present moment again. I like that song just keeps playing in the background in my head. Because I feel like you guys definitely went through some stuff, and, you know, of course, always heal in your own time and things like that. But there's this feeling of that maybe things are a bit better than what you're seeing them as. And I feel kind of weird delivering that message because, like, I don't know. I really don't like it when people are like, oh, just be positive, or like, oh, you know, what do you have to be sad about? Like, your life is so great. So, like, I don't mean it in that way at all. Okay, your experience is valid and how you feel is valid. But I do feel like there's something about your perception. This could be fear that the ego is feeling and is trying to keep you safe, which is understandable. But there's something about, like, we're not seeing something clearly. We're maybe not seeing that things have changed because it's been so long, or maybe because it's been happening so slowly. So there's this message to really slow down, to stop and look around and like literally identify the way in which things have changed. And I think that you'll be quite surprised. And I think this is really going to help you, because it's going to, it kind of makes you acknowledge the present moment rather than focusing on the past or focusing on the future. It really allows you to be here now. And it makes you see all the ways in which you've already grown, all the ways in which you've already healed, all the ways in which you've already done the work. And I feel like you need that. Like, I feel like you need to see for yourself, like, what you've already accomplished so far, rather than being so hard on yourself and feeling like you haven't reached your goal yet. Because maybe you haven't, and that's okay. Maybe you have this like really big dream or this really big goal that you set out for yourself, and maybe you haven't reached that yet, and that's totally fine. But let's not discredit all the work that you've already been doing, because that deserves a round of applause. There's also this message coming through about like finding peace in where you are now. Focusing on the present moment will really help to ground your energy, especially if you're feeling a bit stressed, if you feel, if you find yourself like constantly thinking back to the past, or constantly worrying about like, oh my God, what if this happens again? What if that happens? What if this? What if that? Coming back to the present moment and literally looking all around you. Like, seriously, I keep being taken to that song. And like, you know, in the song, he talks about like, I see skies of blue and white clouds, and I see green grass, and I see flowers blooming. It's like literally just like taking a moment to pause and to look around you and to find things that are beautiful and find things that you're grateful for is really going to help you shift your energy, especially if you struggle with having a more negative mindset. Like, it can be a really hard cycle to break. Like, I feel you. And really connecting to your inner child is going to help you move forward from that. Because like, think about when you were a kid. Like, when you're a kid, everything is just like pure magic. It's like, oh my God, look at those clouds, it looks like a dragon. Or like like all the trees and their different kinds of leaves, and like finding rocks on the ground, seeing a bird flying by. It's just like, reconnect to the present moment, reconnect with nature, reconnect to your surroundings. Like, what is around you? What do you, literally in the room that you're sitting in right now, like, look around you. What do you have to be grateful for? Maybe you have a book that you really love, or a piece of art that inspires you, or a photo of a loved one who just fills your heart so much. You will start to notice more success in your life when you can allow yourself to redirect your thinking towards love and towards things that make you feel good, rather than only focusing on the things that make you feel bad. Because of course, like, worries come up, stress happens, like, there's no avoiding that. But it starts to become detrimental when that's the only thing that we're focusing on. And it's okay to, if you're going through a hard time, like, it's okay to not feel bad all the time. Like, if you want to feel good, which, you know, of course we want to feel good, but sometimes it's hard. But if you feel like you want to feel good, allow yourself to feel good. Allow yourself to say, you know what, maybe I'm having a bad day, but it's also a really beautiful day. Like, there's no clouds in the sky. I have the windows open and I'm getting some fresh air in. I just made myself, you know, my favorite beverage, and I'm going to pick up my favorite book and read for a little bit. Like, you're allowed to do that. So there's this message of like giving yourself the permission to feel good, giving yourself the permission to tap back into that childlike energy and reconnect with your inner child, because I feel like your inner child really wants to play. I think that your emotions have a lot of messages for you. And I know a lot of people feel uncomfortable with feeling emotions or expressing emotions and things like that. But emotions are just data. It's just information that comes through to help us the same way that thoughts are information and data. And I feel like there's some old energy that maybe you've been clinging on to that has been kind of keeping you stuck in this maybe darker energy or this heavier energy or stagnant kind of energy. Because like both of these cards in the middle are so dark, and we have all of this brightness on the outside, all of these colors. It's like, I feel like it's like life is begging you to feel joy again. And your inner child is begging you to feel joy again. And that it's okay to let go of things that cause you pain or things that weigh you down. It's okay to process them and to let them go. It's okay to let color back into your life. Okay, wow, so the Knight of Wands has come out in literally all of the piles today. So we have the Knight of Wands and we have Strength. Let's see what else we got. What is the advice, please? For pile 3 from the higher self of the person that they admire. Oh, okay. We also have the King of Cups. And we also have the Devil card. On the back of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. Yeah. It's like, I feel like there's a part of you that's really wanting to move on with this Knight of Wands. It's like, I feel like you're wanting to get back to this point in your life where you feel energized, where you feel free, where you feel passionate again, feel more creative, and feel more fun and spontaneous and just like full of vitality. But I feel like you've been keeping on a brave face about something, and there's this message of either doing shadow work or something related to the ego, or both, that's coming up here. Especially with this Nine of Swords on the back of the deck. It's like, I feel like there's really some kind of like mental narrative or something that's really been not serving you anymore. I feel like it's been like really putting you down, making you feel really bad about yourself, and it's something to look into. It's something to lean in with curiosity about. Not coming from a place of judgment, but just being curious and being like, why do I think this way? Why do I feel this way? Where does this even come from? Like, where did I pick this up from? And how can I let this go in my own time? Because there's also strength in being vulnerable. There's strength in letting go. There's strength in choosing better for yourself because you know that you deserve it and that you're worthy of it. And if you feel like you've already been kind of like on this path and you feel like you're just like walking alone in the dark, know that you are doing such an amazing job, that you're not going to be there forever. There's light at the end of the tunnel. There's happiness and joy and passion and fun and color. There's life that is waiting for you. And a really great sense of freedom and peace. There's a really strong message with this turtle spirit here about going with the flow. Don't try to force things. If you find that things from the past are coming back up, notice that, pay attention to it, ask it what it's trying to teach you, and then just let it go. Don't cling on to it, just let it go. It can be hard sometimes, right? When things come up and it's like we don't want to think about that. But I feel like it's like the more we try to shove it down and ignore it, the louder it becomes. And even sometimes the more aggressive it becomes, where this thought just keeps popping back into our head, or this old situation. And truly the only way that it'll go away is by giving it your attention, feeling it, processing it, and letting it go, releasing it. This could be through journaling. You could like write it down and burn it as a, symbolism of letting it go. Crying. For some, this could be through therapy or counseling or something like this. But there's encouragement to really embody this turtle animal spirit of going with the flow. Like, imagine yourself, you are a turtle and you're in the ocean, okay? And you're just riding the current that you're on. Maybe something from the past pops up and you're like, ooh, I really didn't like that experience. That's okay. It's not real. Remember, you're in the present moment, but we have this experience and we're like, okay, it doesn't feel good, but that happened and it hurt. Or it made me feel this way, it made me feel like this, or I deserved better than that. And we just keep going with the flow. We flow past it, we leave it behind us, and we say, okay, thank you for teaching me that. Thank you for, sharing that with me, for getting my attention, and I allow it to be released. I want to see if there's any last advice that wants to come through. Is there anything that we've missed, Spirit, that would really help my pile threes find success in their life from the higher self of this person that they admire? There's also this message of like, your past doesn't equal your future, and you can change your story. Like if you don't like where things are heading, or you don't like how things worked out in the past, it doesn't need to be that way. Like, you can literally decide right here, right now, that you are not going to accept that for yourself anymore, and that you are going to only accept better. You can choose right here, right now, to start being kinder to yourself, start being more compassionate to yourselves, to start connecting with your inner child more, to start embracing healing or embracing freedom or peace or health or whatever it is. It's like you can choose that right now. You don't have to wait till Monday. You don't have to wait till the start of the month. You don't have to wait till the new year. It's like you can choose that right now. And you can choose a new story for yourself, and you can choose a new ending for yourself. We dictate our lives. And so you can choose how you want the story of your life to go. Know that you have the power to do that. Is there one final card, Spirit, that wants to come through for pile 3? Advice from the higher self of this person they admire? Okay. That's so funny. Okay, I was getting this coming through yesterday actually, and I was like, why am I getting this right now? This is so random, but I'm hearing it again. I keep hearing, go, go, Gryffindor, go, go. So I don't know if you're a Harry Potter fan, a Gryffindor fan, but we also have strength coming out with Leo energy and the lion. You're a lot braver and stronger than you give yourself credit for. I feel like you guys are really funny. I feel like you naturally have just like such a strong zest or passion for life, and like maybe you feel like you haven't seen that in yourself in a while, and that's okay. It's that fire that we have inside of us, it's never gone. Sometimes it just feels very dim. Sometimes we feel like we can't see it, but that's never permanent. It's always there. So the card that came out is the Seven of Wands. Exactly. It's like you've already made so many leaps and bounds. You've already made so much progress. You've already like overcome so many hurdles. It's time to start acknowledging that about yourself. Like, where were you 1 year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago, 6 months ago? Like you've made so much progress, and like, yeah, it can be uncomfortable to look back because, you know, especially if we've left behind a situation that really hurt us or something like that, it's like we don't want to look at that. But sometimes we have to look back to really see how much we've grown, how much we've moved forward. And I feel like that would really bring you like so much peace, because I feel like a lot of your world has shifted, whether this is like emotionally, energetically, physically, whatever. But I feel like it's your mind that is making you believe that you're still stuck in the same place, and I really don't feel like you are. On the back of the, yeah, we literally have the Ace of Swords on the back of the deck. This is about having clarity, about seeing the truth, and about having a brand new mindset, a brand new idea, or a new perspective that allows us to see the truth clearly, that allows us to have clarity on a situation or on our life. So my beautiful pile threes, this is everything that I'm seeing for you. I really do hope that this helps you in some way. Let me know down in the comments what you thought and how this resonated. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!